Welcome to the Complete Computer Education. In this video, we can discuss about FAT32 or Ntfs file system. This file system is very important for every Windows. Basically, use FAT32 and Ntfs file system. And file system is work for registry. It is creating registry Windows files to your hard disk, and if we can say that the file system is very important part of Windows system and operating systems. So we must know about what kinds of system files are there. So now we can discuss about two types of system files, FAT32 versus Ntfs. So Ntfs, FAT is old type of file systems. It is used Windows 98, Windows 95 to Windows XP. The Windows XP is used both of file system FAT32 or Ntfs file system. The FAT is usually the full form of FAT is allocation table, and Ntfs is new technology file system. File system, we cannot install any kind of operating system in our hard disk. So file system is very important. So basically two types of file systems are using FAT32 or FAT32 and Ntfs file systems. So we can comparison to FAT32 or Ntfs. Maximum file size in FAT32 we can using 8 characters every file or folders. We can only given 8 character in FAT32 files directory, and Ntfs we can use 255 characters in every directory or every volumes. And we can discuss about maximum file size. So we can 4 GB, we can create 4 GB partitions in FAT32, and Ntfs is there 16 TB partition in Ntfs. So Ntfs is the big difference comparison to FAT32. So we can say the Ntfs is a new technology file system, and every Windows is using Ntfs. And if you talking about security, so FAT32 is only given network security. If you connected any kind of network, and if you using internet or using connecting to local area networks, so FAT32 is only to secure for networks, but it cannot secure, is not give any kind of security for the local area networks. So if we compare to the Ntfs is given to us local area network security and wide area network security. So if we talk about in security methods, so Ntfs is a big and good security provide for us. So Ntfs is a new technology, so that's why it is provided to good facility for the security. And if we, so that is the difference between FAT32 or Ntfs file systems. And fault difference, we can say FAT32 is not able to repair their files automatically, but Ntfs is repair their files automatically. So that is the big difference in comparison to Ntfs or file systems, FAT32 file systems. Now we discuss another part of FAT32. The Windows using copy files to repair their maintenance allocation table. If you want to repair Windows 98, so we can use the temporary file we can, which is copy to the another drive. So if we compare it to the Ntfs is using the auto recovery and auto repair options. So if you using Ntfs file system Windows 7 or Windows 10, so any kind of power failure, you can disk management and auto recovery is automatically run, and we cannot know what kind of activities is behind of Windows. And FAT32 cannot read Ntfs file system. It is the big difference Windows 95 or XP or 7 or 10. Windows XP, Windows 98 cannot be read Windows XP 10 or 8 or 10 file system, because we can say the FAT32 cannot read NTFS file system. That is the difference. But NTFS file system is able to read FAT32 file system. So if you creating any kind of file and data and project in FAT32, so Windows 10 and Windows 7 and 8 is able to read these files. But if you are creating in 7 and 8 any kind of projects will be open on FAT32 file system, so the FAT32 file system is cannot be read these files. So that is the another difference between FAT32 and NTFS file system. And FAT32 basically using the smallest storage devices. You can see all over the world in pen drive and memory cards. So all kind of smaller devices are using FAT32. If you want to format this all smaller devices, so we can use FAT32 file system for the formatting smaller devices. But if you want to format the hard drive and any kind of big storage devices, so we can use NTFS file system. That is the big difference, because the FAT32 is given to FAT32 is able to format only 4 GB partition, is able to creating only 4 GB partition, but NTFS is able to create 16 TB partitions. Difference because FAT32 basically used for storage smallest devices, but NTFS is using for biggest storage devices. So subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.